You know, what FAC does, what we do every month, is to give people money they didn't work for. It incentivizes hard work. There's no reason to go to work. That's what it does. And the moment that...
Is that really the case?
I can explain to you.
Please go ahead.
The oil is inside. I mean, that's what you're sharing anyways. The oil you're sharing is not, you're not sharing VAT, even VAT, you're sharing 60-70% of it coming from another state. Right? Tax, yeah. If you do nothing in, say, Imo State, if you do nothing, I'm using that so that nobody will accuse me of calling it another state, they will get money at the end of the month.
They'll get their salary.
If you do nothing, I'm not talking about salary because it depends on what the man does with the money when it gets to him. If Imo State government people do, I mean, they just stay like this for 30 days, just don't die. For 30 days, they will bring money. Even if you don't come to Abuja, they will give it, they'll send it to you.
But it's never enough. What can that money do?
No, but that on its own is not enough now because of the oil prices. Because of this, the challenges Nigeria is facing. A time was when the oil was selling for $110, $150, $100. Yeah, so the point I'm making here is that it does not in any way get grown-up men, trained men, to sit down and strategize on how we will develop our state for the purpose of productivity.
How fast do you think we're going to grow out of this recession now that we're out by 0.55%, and South Africa is looking at something within the region of 2 points? How fast can we grow from 0.55% and say we're hitting?
You know, these numbers don't drive themselves.
5%.
These numbers are a result of what is going on. It's like if you put the thermometer on your body and you see a temperature. It is not the temperature you start hitting, go to 36, go to 35. No, you check the body and deal with the body. If you put the temperature again, in another quarter they will come again and check. And they will see. So it's fully dependent on the people and government of Nigeria.
So if we don't do that, we can fall into recession again.
Oh, you can. This recession technically means that you are contracted into consecutive quarters. So even if this is 0.5% now, the next time you go and start doing party, we're out of recession, and you go back again, and you go back again, you go back to that recession.
But you know, Pascal,
so it's a function of what you're doing.
You know, when we say states, we need to feel the impact in states. People live in states, that's why they feel all of this. But at the same time, too, don't we run the risk of making it sound as if these states are not doing anything? Because we've heard the governors of some of those states actually tell you, look, they're working their socks off. Some will tell you it's not the best of times to become a governor. And some of them just think, look, it's just some adjustments that they need to make, not necessarily restructuring in the strict sense the way you meant it. Because some of them will tell you, if they go ahead and take a look at their civil service, adjust a couple of things there, the state can get back to life, the economy can grow, and not necessarily wait until the restructuring happens.
I agree with you, and that is where we are hoping we will get to, where some of these guys will just come one early morning and address their states and say, I have looked at this whole thing, I want to resign. Why don't they resign?
Oh, okay.
That's another discussion for another day.
Why don't the governors pack their bags and say, you know what?
This one is for now. This is what the Q4 figures predicated on: improvement in power sector, improvement in forex environment, increased revenue, borrowing. How has these three parameters been able to see that we get out of recession? I mean, we're borrowing, and we have the TSA we have a huge amount there that has not been spent. The EFCC's war against corruption and has recovered funds, and those funds have not been really deployed into any part of the economy. So are you convicted about these figures that we are actually out of recession? People want an answer to this question. I'm looking at it also in tweets, and they say that they don't believe until one Musa says that he doesn't believe that we're out of recession until he's able to see that food situations in the market drop.
You know, I mean, this is genuine concern, and it's all around what I've been trying to say here in the past, 5-10 minutes. People It's the same thing of the temperature thing I just told you about. You are just showing them the temperature is, okay, the temperature is low, but the man is still feeling hot inside. So it's going to take time. Hopefully, we are on this growth trajectory. Hopefully, you will keep doing perhaps more of the things you did that got you out of the ditch. Not going off now to celebrate and say Nigeria is out of it. Was in my regime that Nigeria came out of recession. After all, it was in your regime that Nigeria went into recession. Do you understand what I'm saying? So people are not going to judge these numbers. What they are going to judge is their, and that's what the president was trying to say. He's just preempted them. The president is saying, listen, this is good. I mean, you economists that like numbers, this is good. Please continue whatever you think you're doing. But I'm going to judge this until I begin to get tweets like this. Feedback. Don't forget he's in his village. So people are talking to him. Okay, don't listen to those people there. They're just talking. And they need to, a leader must be close to the people